Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Today News K-Wave channel. The fandom world was once again in an uproar when Jikook suddenly uploaded a story that appeared empty. There was no lengthy text, no flashy emojis, not even the background music that usually accompanies their posts. Just a simple display that at first glance seemed meaningless. But that's precisely where the mystery lies. For some, it might just be a normal story. But for fans who have long followed their every move, the post felt like a hidden message intentionally left vague. This phenomenon quickly spread across various social media platforms. Many fans began analyzing the upload time, background color, story duration, and even previous moments from the past few days. Some speculated that empty didn't mean there was no content, but rather a symbol of something only certain people could understand. Theories abounded, ranging from suggesting it was a form of subtle communication to suggesting they were sending signals without wanting to be too obvious. What makes the situation even more intriguing is the preceding context. In recent days, seemingly simple interactions have been resurfaced by fans. Old snippets of moments, fleeting expressions, and even song choices from different occasions have been linked to the blank story. In the world of fandom, small details often carry significant meaning. Even a single post without sound can spark thousands of interpretations. This is what makes the story feel like a puzzle. Some also see it as a clever strategy. Posting something seemingly ordinary yet intriguing is an effective way to get people talking. Without even having to write a single word, the conversation naturally builds. Timelines fill with speculation, comment sections buzz with discussion, and various analysis accounts begin to dissect its possible meanings. The visually blank story has managed to fill the digital space with heated debate. Some fans believe this is no coincidence. They believe that in the world of celebrities, especially those who understand the impact of every post, nothing is truly thoughtless. Even silence can be a language. The blank story is considered a symbol deliberately chosen because it is safer, more subtle, yet still conveys a message for those who are sensitive. This concept of nonverbal communication further fuels the speculation. However, on the other hand, there are also fans who try to be more rational. They remind us that not everything needs to be interpreted deeply. It could just be a spontaneous post with no specific meaning. In the age of social media, sometimes people just want to share simple moments without hidden messages. The debate between those who believe in a secret code and those who think it's just normal actually makes this topic go viral. Interestingly, this discussion shows how strong the bond between public figures and their fandoms is. Every detail is considered, every small change feels significant. The blank story is proof that even silence can spark thousands of conversations. Whether there is a special meaning or not, what's clear is that the post has successfully sparked many people's enthusiastic discussion about Jikook again. Ultimately, this mystery may never have a definitive answer. It could be that there was a message intended only for a specific circle, or perhaps it's all just the fans' creative interpretations. But that's precisely the appeal. When something is left unexplained, the imagination is wide open. And as long as there is no official clarification, speculation will continue. The blank story is simple, but its effect is extraordinary. He reminded us that in the digital world, the loudest isn't always the most meaningful. Sometimes, it's the quietest that can spark the greatest curiosity. Was it really a secret signal? Or just an exaggerated coincidence? The answer may be hidden, but one thing is certain. Fans have already been intrigued, and the mystery has now become part of a never-ending conversation. A closer look reveals how fandom culture has evolved in the digital age. In the past, interactions between public figures and fans felt more one-way. Now, every small post can become the subject of massive collective discussion. When Jikook shared a story without any clear content, the response wasn't just one of astonishment, but also a sense of belonging. Fans felt involved, like they were part of an unfolding puzzle. They weren't mere spectators, but active participants, trying to piece together meaning from seemingly simple things. Some fans even compared this moment to previous events that had also sparked speculation. Some recalled cryptic posts from specific times, while others linked them to special dates they believed held special significance. The timing of the empty story post also drew analysis. Some matched the time to time zone differences, and others tried to connect it to specific agendas. Every detail became significant, as if nothing truly happened without reason. Amidst the growing wave of theories, a narrative emerged that silence can be the most powerful form of communication. In communication psychology, unspoken messages are sometimes more intriguing than overt ones. A blank story is like a blank space waiting to be filled with meaning by anyone who sees it. And when thousands of people fill it with their own interpretations, a lively and dynamic collective discussion emerges. This phenomenon also demonstrates how fan expectations can shape how a post is perceived. When someone already has a certain image in the public eye, every action is interpreted according to the pre-developed narrative. If there are already moments considered coded, then a blank story is automatically viewed within the same framework. Perception becomes the lens that determines whether something is considered ordinary or extraordinary. Many also believe that this kind of mystery actually strengthens the emotional bond between public figures and their fans. Curiosity creates a sense of togetherness. Lengthy discussions in the comments section, reposts with added theories, and even video analyses lasting dozens of minutes are proof that a simple story can trigger a massive wave of interaction. Even those who initially paid little attention eventually become curious after seeing such a massive reaction. On the other hand, there are interesting lessons about how social media works. Algorithms tend to push content that's being talked about the most. When that empty story becomes a topic of discussion across various platforms, the effect is multiplied. Jikook's name reappears on the homepages of many people, both those who actually follow and those who are simply passing by. What initially seemed like a trivial silence becomes the center of attention. This demonstrates that in the digital world, attention is a valuable currency, and sometimes the most effective way to gain it is by sparking curiosity. However, it's also important to view this phenomenon with balance. Speculation is fun, but sometimes interpretations can go beyond reality. Not every post has to have a hidden message. Sometimes something is truly simple as it is, but it's precisely this ambiguity that keeps the discussion never truly resolved. As long as there's no direct explanation, room for interpretation will remain open. Interestingly, the debate between those who believe in a secret code and those who consider it normal coexist without completely negating each other. Both have their own arguments, and both stem from a shared sense of concern. Ultimately, what keeps this phenomenon going isn't just the possibility of a hidden message, but the collective enthusiasm that fuels it. The empty story may only last a few seconds, but its impact is felt far longer. It symbolizes how a small moment can develop into a larger narrative when it encounters a passionate community. Was it truly a secret signal? Or was it simply a coincidence magnified by shared imagination? Perhaps the answer isn't as important as the discussion that ensued. Because ultimately, what keeps this story alive is unanswered curiosity. And as long as that feeling persists, the mystery behind the empty story will continue to be a topic of conversation. So, what do you think? Is the blank story just a coincidence? Or is there a hidden secret? Shushing Face Ring, leave your theories in the comments. I'm really curious to hear your opinions. If you enjoy content discussing subtle codes and mysterious moments like this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the latest updates. Also, turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know whenever there's a new discussion. Thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next video, and get ready. Who knows, the next story might be even more exciting. Fire sparkles.